Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show.
Halloween! Screaming August!
And go.
Blackout. Well, now I gotta.
Oh my God.
You didn't do it before you.
Shut the fuck.
In 1989, following the collapse of Empire Pictures, producer Charles Band launched a new film series at his next company, Full Moon Productions, entitled Puppet Master.
Oh.
The series is considered a spiritual successor to Dolls and features inanimate puppets brought to life through the use of Egyptian magic.
Oh.
Actor Guy Rolfe appears in several of the films as the puppet's creator and leader, Andre Toulon. Or Toulon, I don't know. The doll character Mr. Punch has a cameo appearance in Puppet Master 2, Curse of the Puppet Master, and the Demonic Toys spin-off, baby. Oopsie.
Baby, oopsie. That's funny.
No.
Okay.
Deadly
That's not funny.
serious.
That's not funny at all. I don't know why you said it was funny, because it's clearly not. It's clearly not funny, Keith. It's clearly not funny.
Also, did you see it was shot in Italy?
Okay.
And
it was shot at the same... It was shot when that other one, From Beyond. It was shot on the same sound stage as
Correct.
From Beyond and shot
Correct.
before From Beyond.
Correct. Released
But
after.
Yeah.
Partially because they wanted From Beyond to be... They thought that was would better capitalize on the success of Reanimator.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And presumably, somehow the post-production was longer on this one than... I mean, I guess because stop motion, but...
Yeah, stop motion and all of the fucking... It was wild. It was wild.
Oh, yeah. Guys, it's very wild.
The plot of the movie is really upfront. It's just basically...
It's a fairy tale.
People get stranded on a stormy night and find a little house on the prairie.
A cozy little castle.
Yeah, and then they act... There's dolls everywhere when they get there. They're doll makers, so there's dolls everywhere. Doll makers, toy makers. And I kind of enjoyed it a little bit, that it was like... They're not going after people just to do it. Like, they give everybody...
out of evil.
Yeah, they give everybody a chance. Like, they're not going to attack you. They're not going to do anything to you until you become a threat. And then they do. And I was like, this is actually...
Yes.
Much...
One critique about that, though.
Well, yes. I'm not saying that... I don't think they did it perfectly. And I think that there's some way... But I'm like, actually, and the fact that they're very... protective of the child.
Yes.
Is something that I enjoyed because I'm
Yes.
like that scene that's kind of the antithesis of a lot of horror movies, and I really liked that was like an aspect that I was like I really like this, and I think that that's something that's like I think that would be scary for an adult. You know?
Oh yeah.
Something will cause you harm if you hurt a kid. That's scary to adults because they're like, well, here's the thing. That's just a kid, you know, like a lot of, and I don't mean this like in the sense of like every adult is abusive, but like a lot of adults don't really think of kids as people.
Well, it's
or
also
like fully
kids get hurt.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Well, yes. But I mean like a lot of times, and you see this a lot with like just parents parenting regularly where it's like a kid, like they fall and scrape their knees, like, well, don't be a baby. I mean, we saw it the fucking other day when like a kid was crying and the grandma or whatever was like, quit being a baby. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's like 3. Like, I don't know what you think a baby is, but that is one. He's a fucking baby. And so I don't know. I was like really liked that aspect of it. And more so than I thought I was going to. Like I liked the kid more than I thought I was going to. Like immediately I was like, I'm going to hate this kid so much. But I didn't hate her. I think that for as tiny as she was and the complex dialogue that she was given, she did really well with delivering it in a way that was like, she has no fucking idea what she's saying. This kid's like, I don't know. They just told me to say it. So.
I think it was around here.
You're not sure?
What do you want from me? I'm 7 years old.
And I liked the aspects of like no one believing her and all that stuff. Like there were things like that I really did like, because I usually kind of hate when there's a kid in a movie.
Yes.
Except for with, Chucky or something like that,
Because they never do anything.
Right. They're always like, oh, I'm just sitting here. And then, and then a doll goes after them and tries to kill them. And then they're like, a doll tried to kill me. And parents are like, wow, I should literally throw you into a fire because you're a fucking lying piece of shit child. And I know that you're like 6.5 tomorrow, but you know what? You should know all of life's lessons by now. And the fact that you don't proves that you're just a bad kid. You're like, what? Anyway, so yeah, whatever. Anyway, you're gonna say words.
After all the love I allowed your mother to show you.
One of my favorite fucking cotton lines ever.
Yeah.
After all the love I allowed your mother to give you. It's such good. Like, people say Cotton's terrible, and I'm like, and that's what makes him a good character. Because he does not have a redemption arc at any point.
No.
He stays bad.
He's also complex.
Yes.
Because one of my favorite things about Cotton is that he's the only, when Khan comes to when the Super Newsomepones move into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He takes one look at him and he's like, nope, he's Laotian.
Yeah, they're like the neighbor's Japanese. He's like, nope, not at all.
And not only that, it's not that it's not Japanese. He knows that he's Laotian.
Yeah. And but also the fact that no one else even understands what Laotian
what that means, yeah.
They're just like
the ocean?
Yeah. And but also like, he's a complex character, but he's not. And he and Khan get along more than other people. Right. And so like it really does. Yeah, he is a very complex character and there's a lot there, but I do like that, like
Khan is like the most sympathetic character.
I agree. Yeah. Khan is always presented as like an enemy, and I'm like, anything that he does wrong or bad is like a very reasonable.
Yes.
Like even the episode where he gets fired and like freaks out and like ditches.
Yeah.
And like he's literally just job hunting.
Yeah. I know.
Like what?
I mean, sure, he could have been more communicative about it.
For sure. But like,
what I like is that it doesn't matter. Like, anyway.
Yeah. Sorry. This isn't
it's not.
Yeah. Wait, is Khan in the new?
And not in what I saw.
Okay.
You do get a second of Connie. I don't know.
Yeah, I know Connie's in it, but
I just assume everybody's dead.
yeah. Anyway,
Long story short, though, as long as it's voiced by Toby Huss, then
yeah,
it's going to be my favorite character.
that's fair.
Probably.
That's fair. Yeah.
General Traister or whatever, which is not that different from
Fair.
Cotton.
Yeah.
Aliens technologies. Because Daddy's got the pee-pee cancer. Cancer.
Does Daddy's afraid of the cancer.
Oh, yeah. By the time I finish this juice box.
Break up into groups. I want lists and solutions by the time I finish this juice box. Warning, I am thirsty, and it is fruit punch, and it is delicious.
Yeah. It is delicious and
Anyway,
yeah,
Toby Huss.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Weird Al's dad.
Yeah, Weird Al's dad on every show you've ever seen.
Pretty much. Reno 911.
Yeah, he's in Reno 911. He's in the first season of Bob's Burgers, the
He's the
hamburger
robber.
theater. Yeah. He plays many characters on Venture Brothers. Everybody on King of the Hill. Yeah. He's in other shows too, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
And I guarantee you, he's even been in some movies. Not just the Weird Al completely 100% factual biopic.
Yeah, right. He's presumably this movie only exists in theory, as far as I'm concerned, because I haven't looked it up. But it's I should look it up. I heard Carrie Kinney on the comedy Bang Bang talking about how they remade this movie that was on TV all the time. I recall it has Alan Alda, and I think he directed it. And it's about these like 3 couples or something that meet the 4 seasons. 3 suburban couples vacation together each season, but tensions arise when one couple splits up and the husband brings a much younger woman on the subsequent trips.
Oh, yeah. I know. I saw that. Yeah, it was Steve Carell and yeah. I didn't want to watch it.
No. I didn't want to watch it when I saw it on TV and it was Alan Alda and it's so boomer.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's in that apparently.
Oh, cool. Dolls. Where we watched a movie called Dolls.
Toys, however, and the toy. We're going to...
Yeah.
Some things I'd wonder about what I thought now.
Yeah,
I brought up the toy before because I saw it.
I've seen it
in the theater.
I saw it as a little kid when I stayed the night at my Aunt Sheila's house.
The
no
toy?
relation. Yeah, with Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
And, yep.
Just a kid. Probably nobody, huh? Anyway, go on.
I just said when I stayed the night at my Aunt Sheila's house. No relation.
Oh, yeah, Jackie Gleason?
I remember nothing about it.
Yeah, same.
My Aunt Sheila had a waterbed.
Hot.
Yeah.
What a slut.
Yeah. R.I.P. LOL. She sucked.
Yeah, so very fairy tale setting and premise.
Yeah.
Yeah, my only critique about the, let's say, justice dealt out by the dolls is these young punk women that are killed just for being punks, basically.
Well,
I mean, they say
are
they want to steal.
Yeah.
They want to do a theft.
Yeah.
But we don't know their circumstances.
Well, that's true, but neither do but
sure.
I'm not
the
saying
old couple aren't we don't know we don't know where their money comes from either. But it's probably
I mean, they are eating like dog food. They were eating lentil soup, so that should let you know where they are financially.
Well, you know where lentils come from? You know how they got to England?
Well, yes, but I don't approve of eating them in green food like that.
In green.
It's true.
Anyway, that's all.
Well,
That's basically my whole review of the movie.
Yeah, I wish I liked. Well, I liked the. I wish there was more about the almost punk girls. They're
Yeah.
not quite punk, so I don't.
They are an 80s movie punks.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the guy on the bus in The Voyage Home. It's
Yeah.
that kind of genre.
But or would they be? No, is crust punk 90s, or is
Yeah,
that
crust is later.
okay?
In my understanding, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're crust punk, but I was like, no, I think that's 90s. I think that like 5 years later than that. I liked the one girl's weird ass makeup.
The just orange right
Yeah,
here?
yeah. I liked that.
That
a
was
lot.
pretty cool.
I liked that.
Do you see she's the girl in the video of Take Me On?
No, I did not see that.
She's also in the video for Wild Boys.
Whoa. Okay, so she is British.
Well, Aha presumably is Norwegian.
Oh.
First I've heard of it.
So Nordic? Just kidding. Don't start.
And Scandinavian.
Yeah, there was a lot of ridiculousness in this movie. It took quite a bit of well, not quite a bit, but it was not I don't want to say a slow burn because you do get things before. Like, I consider slow burn meaning that it's not until the end that things happen.
Right, it's very backloaded.
But it's more like you have to. I don't think until like the second act we get really anything.
Well, I mean, that's what makes it a second act is that.
Well, okay.
things-
I'm not really. I'm
Well,
not
no,
really.
yeah, I'm not trying to be
No,
didactic about it.
What I'm saying is, I'm not super. I just feel like
Yeah.
the first act, second act, third act are just like the first part of the movie, the second part of the movie, and the third part of the movie.
Right, but anyway, whatever.
I know. I just mean I feel like I don't fully understand what makes that.
Also, this movie is only 77 minutes long.
I will say this. It felt longer. It did feel longer. You told me that, and I was like, there is no way. So
I believe it.
it was.
I believe that number.
Yeah, I liked.
But I said that because I did. I mean, first of all, I was struggling so hard to
Yeah.
stay awake before the movie started.
Yeah.
Not about the movie, and I was kind of bummed because if that hadn't been the case, I feel like I would have had more fun with it.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I honestly thought you had fallen asleep a couple times during.
I might have. I was very close. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. It takes forever for anyone to get anywhere at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
It takes forever for them to walk to the house that is
Yeah.
clearly like 2 yards away.
Yeah.
And that's after we have the whole, it's raining, it's not raining.
Yeah,
we're
it's gonna
on
start
a road,
raining
we're
again.
not on
Yeah.
a road.
Yeah.
And then when they get in the house, it takes for everybody to get to their rooms. You know,
Yeah.
we have dinner, but not for the punks, or not for Ralph.
Ralph.
And
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Ralph.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, you mean the actor?
Yeah, the actor.
Yeah.
You're like, Ralph makes it to the end.
Yeah. Did you see there was the idea of a sequel?
No, I did not. I didn't read any of the trivia except for that one that I was quoting.
Wikipedia called it a canceled sequel. I don't know if it got far enough to be canceled, but Stuart Gordon was hip on
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he was.
a sequel in which we see Ralph does indeed marry Judy's mom
Yeah.
and their family, and then she gets a package in the mail, and it's the elderly couple as dolls.
Oh. I feel something that's wild to me, like the character of Ralph doesn't come in right away, but he is. I don't know. There was something about like him and Judy kind of creating this little bond and being like so like him being protective of her trusting him because
Right.
he actually listened to her,
Right.
and everyone being suspicious of that. And I was like, oh, this is like a really interesting sort of like, you know, kind of critique. I mean, it probably wasn't intended to be, but I was like, this really does feel like a critique of like male, like toxic masculinity a little bit.
Right,
Like
right,
if
right.
you're not performing masculinity in the way that you're supposed to, you're automatically flagged as
Yes,
being,
yes.
you know, because all the things that start happening, everybody instantly is like, it's Ralph. It has to be Ralph.
Yeah.
Because he's listening to Judy and
Right.
she's a little kid.
Right.
And they're like, you're doing weird shit and convincing
Fucking
her that it's toys because you're a fucking psycho.
My favorite example is when he's like, Isabel is dead, and then Enid is immediately like, you did it, didn't you?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like,
Look, I don't know what's happened to her, but there's blood all over the hallway.
What have you done with her? You took a fancy to her when you picked us up, didn't you? Eh? Isabel was right. You wanted some quick fun.
No.
What'd you do? Follow her? And then when she said no?
No, I was fast asleep in my bed.
I mean, I know, again, shock and grief and takes on many forms. But,
Yeah. Right. I mean, what I assume.
but it's also like, even before they're sort of joking with him. Because so the thing is, we see these two young ladies
Yeah.
trying to hitch. They're hitching,
Yeah.
they're thumbing. And, what's her name? Rosemary, who is piloting the Jaguar
Yes.
through the English countryside.
Oh, is she? Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. It's because I'm not used to the British
Yep.
way of driving.
She intentionally acts as though she's going to hit them. And, like, maybe splashes them or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
so we see them.
They jump out of the way and like into the bushes,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they're like, "Oi, oi."
I know Isabel especially is very oi.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we see that's our introduction to them, but I'm
Yeah.
sure this won't come up again. But anyway, once everybody else is inside the home and sat down to green piss soup, they come busting in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought it was going to be like they live here?
I know, because they just come into the kitchen. They're like, "Oh my God, what are you guys just doing standing around?" And I'm like, "Oh, they live here too." And because also it wasn't just them busting in, but the way the couple is just like, these guys.
Nothing. Yeah.
I'm like, oh. And then it turns out no one knew each other at all. Like, oh, that was very confusing to me. I mean, I was also like, fine, whatever. But I was like, what?
Yeah. But it turns out Ralph has picked them up.
The logic of this movie is very unsettling.
True. Ralph has picked them up, and immediately, apparently, just you can't go on that road that they were all on
Yeah.
without ending up at
Yeah.
this home, despite them insisting that, like, we don't get a lot of strangers around
Right.
here. I wish it was New England. I wish it was Maine or something instead.
You can't get that from here.
There's only 2 seasons over there. Christmas and the 4th of July.
I love anything that does that act. Like, truly, I would. Oh man, please.
One of the only Rick and Morty's I'll stand by is that one. The Purge episode or whatever.
Fade in.
Fade
to black.
Fade to black.
Like the only
Or
funny part.
the postal worker in the Quippy Quissit episode.
Yeah. Oh God, don't go telling.
Better show you wrong there. It's just great. It's only great because it's like every Stephen King
Yes.
thing is set in Maine.
Yeah.
And so when they do the film adaptations, they try to...
Yeah.
Fucking John C. Reilly doing it in... is that Dolores Claiborne?
Dolores Claiborne. The way oh my God. Like, this is the thing. Like,
Martha Clarendon.
yes. I want to move to one of these little towns just so I can hear people talking like that all the
Absolutely.
time. But the thing is, I would just be hysterically laughing at people.
In their
they
face,
would just,
to their faces.
And they'd just be like, "What the fuck?" And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Can you say that again?" It was so funny.
So
I
charming.
said my mom died last year. When? Last year. That's not that long ago. What month last year? January.
Yeah.
Oh man. But I agree. I think everything should be set there.
Well, inshallah, Sleepwalkers.
Oh, fuck.
God willing, this movie that came out 30 years ago was set in the...
I guess we won't know until we watch it.
Yeah. What? Oh, why?
Yeah,
Where was I going with that?
You were talking about how the whores bust in.
Yeah, I remember what I was talking
But
about.
see,
It's
I
just
thought,
not why.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were ladies of the night at first.
Right. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Thank you. Because when they first bust in, they're like they're giving Ralph a hard time.
Yeah. I know.
But they're like, "Oh, you like her, don't you?" Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't understand half of what they said,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning because it's all oi
Yeah.
in it. Oi, Mister.
Oi, mister.
It's me Tuesday.
You fancy a break?
So yeah, it's applied.
He wants a frigger.
Frig. Fancy a shag.
Frig on the corner.
Anyway, tally me bananas.
Remember when I worked at the bank? You probably don't remember. But yeah, I wasn't with you when I worked at that bank. Sorry. But
Excuse my faulty memory.
the front desk, the clerk at the front desk, who was named Skeeter. An old lady in her 60s
Top 10 all-time
named
nicknames.
Skeeter.
Yeah,
I don't know that it was a nickname.
that's fine. Even better.
I'm pretty sure she was like, "Yeah, my dad named me Skeeter," and I'm like, "Don't just go by something else, honey." Anyway, she would always be
He
like,
wanted a mosquito, but he got me instead.
she would pronouns are easy. No, I don't know who am I talking? Who am I talking up?
Who am I talking?
Who am I talking? Who am I talking?
Bring, bring. Look who's talking now. It's your baby still.
So she would always just like email everybody with in like these huge like not even capital letters, but like magnify the letters and be like leftover in frig, and she would spell it FRIG, and I'm like, oh my God, why? And it would always be like frig, like like food in frig, and I'm like, oh my God, I'd be like, no one.
I couldn't believe this was real. I'm glad I took a photo and shared it with you and Bunny because in our local Buy Nothing group 6 months ago, someone was like, frig on curve.
That's what I was saying. Frig on corner. That's what I was referencing.
Oh,
you
a
dumbass.
corner.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't remember it was curb. But yeah, frig on curb.
Threw me off because of the accent you were doing.
Then I was doing a good job.
Curve on curve instead of curb.
Oh. It said curve?
Yes. Frig on curve. Yes. That's what I'm saying.
I remember one time, this is like a total, this is taking that phrase literally. I was talking to someone. It was when I worked at the theater, and I was working with two youngsters who had started hooking up. Mm-hmm. And the young lady of the two, I was the assistant manager. I should not have known so many details, but I knew everything about what was going on. She even sent me her spit cup, a picture of it. Sorry, she didn't send the cup to me. And I was like, I don't...
Her what now?
Spit cup. Because yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't
believe in this.
She was like, I didn't know what to do, so I just spit it into a cup. Here, see? And I was like, I don't want to see that. It was a group chat with another coworker, but anyway. She was talking about how the guy would finger her, and she was like, it's not great. And I'm like, I was like, you just need to tell him I'm not a jar of peanut butter. And she goes, no, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And I was like, oh my God. She was like, that's what it feels like. And I'm like, say that. But I think
yeah.
I thought I was making a funny joke.
Right.
And she was like, exactly. And I was like, oh.
Has he got a butter knife in there?
I'm pretty sure they were like, not the very first, but they were like,
right.
we haven't really done much. So they were just, and so I was like, yeah, have fun. But it was like,
learn from each other.
Exactly. Like they were like, they were trying to learn from each other without either of them having any experience before
right.
then. And I'm like, y'all really should, I don't know, start taking notes or something.
No, it's good. We have, it's a good thing we don't have sex. And by sex ed, I mean...
porn.
Yeah.
So any whoozy doozy.
Because otherwise these kids are going to be having kids, and we don't want that.
I think he's a teacher now.
Hey, so yesterday Z and I went to where I pick
Oh
up
my God.
where I pick up my medications from, which is inside of a grocery store. I don't know why I'm pretending to like whatever. I don't even know where to start with this story.
We were waiting in line
Yeah.
behind the old lady from this movie.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, probably a scarier version of her because, good Lord, at least the lady in this movie, the old lady in this movie, Mrs. Doll herself, brushed her hair and also teeth.
Teeth.
First of all, did you not see her, though, at first? She was doing this.
Towards whom?
I wasn't sure, but
Okay.
it looked like me.
Oh.
And so I was like trying to talk to you because I was like, I don't want to engage with this old lady
Yeah.
because that makes me uncomfortable. And also, if you're trying to tell me that I'm dressed like a whore or something like that, I will literally punt you across the fucking megere. And
All 60 pounds of you.
Exactly. Then she starts doing the hokey pokey and turning herself about. And I'm not kidding. Literally just doing circles, like turning herself. I don't know if she was doing the little kid thing where she's like, if I make myself dizzy enough, I'll be entertained. I don't know. But she kept turning around. And then the guy behind us said, hey, Mrs. Old Lady. And she was like,
Yeah?
yes. And he's like, you taught me in 5th grade. And she was like,
fourth.
Fourth. I thought it was 5th. I honestly thought it was 5th. And she said, of course. And then what'd she say? She said it weird. She was like, say your name or something like that.
Oh.
I think, like, tell me your name or something instead of like,
Oh, I thought she asked his name before she was
maybe.
like, of course.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you're right. she's like, okay, say your name or whatever. And he said his name. I don't remember. Mr. Guy behind these two. And she was like, of course. And then he starts being like, do you guys still live at... And then he's like naming the place. She says, no. And he's like, no, it wasn't there. It was here. No, it wasn't there. Continuing. And she's like, it was
We
here.
used to.
And we don't live there anymore. She's like, we don't live there. We live there. Close to it. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck?
First of all, I forgot this part.
Yeah.
She's like, of course, so how are you? Or whatever. Or what are you up to? And he was like, just living life. Trying to move on. Trying to
I know. I was like,
trying to
move
stay
on-
sane. He just
move
keeps
on
going.
from fourth grade?
Yes,
Like, what are you
yes.
talking about?
This man was what? How did you...
I would
Age him.
say he's probably 28.
Well, that's it?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
He looked like he was my age, but he was white. So I would say probably like 32 or something. I don't know. It was jarring, to say the least. It was absolutely jarring. And
But then it ended perfectly.
And then, the two of them?
Yeah,
or
yeah, the two of them.
how did it end?
It just stopped.
Oh, yeah. So
And
she was like, thank you so much for saying something. And he
That's
was
right.
like, I thought I recognized you. And then I was like, no. And then I was like, this doesn't need, you can stop. You guys could have stopped after hi. It would have been just as much information would have been shared.
Yep.
Actually.
absolutely.
But anyway. So then she steps up to the counter and someone was getting their vaccine or their booster or something like that. And this old lady inserts herself because
Yeah,
like
she's
this
talking
person
to it. She's interacting with a different person
yeah,
at the
she's
counter.
interacting with someone at the counter.
Someone else
and-
gets called
Yes, someone else
to
gets
come
called.
back to get a shot.
Well, no, someone else gets called to the front desk, and they're like,
Oh, that's right. It
confirm
was just-
this information."
Right.
And then they're like, someone will be. They're like, you can take a
That's
seat,
right.
and someone
That's
will
right.
come out to give you your vaccine. And that lady, that old bitch, snaps her head, and she said, "When have you started doing vaccines?" And he said, "We've always." And this man, I appreciated this man, but I was also like, watch out, you're dealing with
Careful.
one of God's first Karens. And he's like, we've always done vaccines here. And he's like, he says it like, I don't know where you think you are. He's like, literally. And then she
We've always
says,
done vaccine.
well, I've gotten things in the mail for flu shots, but I didn't know you did vaccines. And he says, that is a vaccine. The flu shot is a vaccine. And he was like, one more fucking thing, and I will shoot everyone and then myself. One more word. And and she was like, she's like, I had no idea. I guess I just needed a translator. And he's like, okay, I guess so.
Fourth grade teacher.
Yeah. And I was like, this bitch was teaching children. She doesn't know that a vaccine is the flu shot.
Well,
Woo!
that a flu shot is a vaccine.
Well, both. Either or. Could. Oh my God.
Not all vaccines are the flu shot, is all I mean.
Yes, they are. It's interchangeable. I don't know. It's synonymous.
It's just a spicy flu that causes autism.
Exactly. It's just a spicy flu. God. And I was just like,
And then, once we got to the
oh
counter...
God, I have a bunch of old medication because doctors love prescribing me something, and then my body says,
No,
"Hey,
thanks."
you're allergic to that," or like, "Hey, guess what? You won't be able to stand up," or like, "Hey, guess what? This isn't going to do anything for you." Hey, your symptoms worse now. So I have a lot of old medication that I just have in a bag because I'm like, I don't fucking know what to do with this, and you're not supposed to. Now I have in the past flushed shit down the toilet, and then I found out real bad.
Oh, that's
and you
worse
should not
than
be doing it.
landfill,
Exactly.
I'd imagine.
Yeah. And I said, "Oh shit, sorry." And so then
That's why the frogs are gay.
I know. And I was like, I did that? I'm sorry. So I just started throwing them in a Ziploc bag. And then I was like, what am I supposed to do? And I mean, Keith clued me in and said like a lot of pharmacies have just like, you can just take your medication old medication there. So we get up to the counter. And I said, hey, I know that, like, most pharmacies let you, like, take used medication or, like, you know, no longer being used medication.
Can I say, I just want to include myself in this because
please.
You said, I have a question unrelated. And I said, why is the sky blue?
Yeah.
And the look on this person's face was like, you have no idea.
I honestly, I thought she was going to cause you bodily harm. I was like, don't.
It was apparently not a good day.
Yeah, it was not a good day to ask a question, nor was it a good day to receive an answer, nor was it a good day to make a joke, nor was it a good day to be at the pharmacy.
Since 2020, the shit I've seen happen in pharmacies,
for sure.
I absolutely
Yes.
sympathize with the workers.
1,000%.
And I do anyway because...
Yes.
Communism.
Yes.
But, like, so I just want to be clear. It's still funny.
Yes.
It's relatable. I'm not saying these people are doing, I'm not trying to give them any shit.
For sure. Yeah. But this lady, I understand because I probably would do the same thing, especially in my line of, like, in previous lines of work that I've done, where people will ask a simple question and you give them the answer to the very simple question, and then
it turns out they have...
Well, it turns out they don't understand why you're answering the question that they very simply asked when it's clear that they meant something else entirely.
Correct,
and you're like, wonderful, I love this. So you start, like, after, like, 3 to 17 times that this has happened, you just, as soon as someone's like, I have a question, you're like, yes, of course. And you just start answering everything that you've ever been asked. And they're like, well, I have something else I'd like to ask. And you're like, go ahead. And then they ask one of the things that you've already listed. And you're like, love it. Right. So anyway, I'm like, hey, I know the pharmacy lets you, like, take like used medication, you know, to dispose of. And I was like, I just don't know what the procedure is. All I meant was, do I hand it to you, or is there something? Is there a little raccoon outside that I need to hand it to? I don't fucking know.
Wearing a lab coat.
Exactly. I don't know what. I just need to know where to throw it. That's all. I was like, I just don't know I was like halfway through the word procedure, and she said, "See that right there?" And she wasn't like angry, but she's like, "That right there." Like, so I could tell that people. She has said that gray little thing, and people are like, what? Huh? Who?
You mean this Dr. Scholl's
exactly.
foot measuring machine?
Like, and they're like, on the display right here? No. Okay, on this shelf right here? No. The gray thing.
That's probably where they...
So
remember how there used to be a non-gendered bathroom right there? That's probably why they changed it. People probably just flushing it down the toilet there.
People probably just took it and put it in the bathroom. Anyway.
Just threw it in the toilet.
So I was like, oh, great, that's wonderful. And then she just kept going. And then she started giving me every piece of information I might want to know about this or any type of medication.
Well, if you have liquids or sharps, you could...
She's like, we only take pills or gel caps. We don't take liquid. And I was like, great, that's wonderful. Thanks for clarifying. And she's like, sharps and other things, you know, that'll be, you know, you can look that up. There's lots of places. I'm like, great. I didn't ask about that. I mean, I don't know. I understand that it can...
Now, what about explosives?
And then she's
like...
like...
cool.
And I was like, great, wonderful. That's wonderful. And then she's like, but liquids, I know that some places... So you can look that up, and then some places take it all. So, you know, you can... And I was like...
That was what was confusing to me.
I was like...
She was...
Great. I don't... Okay. So, great. What? I don't need to know. And I felt bad because I'm like... You're expelling so much energy right now, and literally we're done. You don't... Right. We're just... He's signing his little signature. We're going to step out. Yeah. Thanks. She just kept going, and I was like, I know that you probably are grateful that you have a customer that's listening and not... yelling at you for not giving them this information.
But also there was like nobody behind us except for
Mr. waiting behind us,
But by this time there was quite a line formed. Just in a short time of her listing all this stuff, but she just kept volunteering stuff. It was very confusing.
Well,
anyway,
that's she saw the line forming, and she's like, "Oh God!" Also, liquids. I haven't given. Okay, how much? I have 45 minutes left.
Inhalers.
Yeah. Oh
You want to
my
know
God,
about inhalers?
Fuck. I'm like, I didn't even like some of this. I understand. I'm like, I know that sharps are like part of medication, but I don't consider sharps to be
right.
used medication. I understand that they can be the delivery of medication, and I get it. I 100% get it. I know that you're going to say medication only, and someone's going to be like, great, so sharps are included in medication. Now, I've never in my life said medication and have someone be like, sharp, never. So I don't know why, it's never in, these are all the medications that we have on hand. Oh, good, you have sharps in there. Like, I've never seen a sharp in any list of medication, so
well, that's my only prescription is needles. No, nothing else.
I do have a lot
Not even
of
syringes.
Fuck. But yeah, it was quite quite the day.
That was a choice
And that
series of
yeah.
interactions that I'm so glad you were there to witness
I know.
as well.
Yeah.
I'd have been losing my mind if I was by
Literally,
myself.
that old bitch, though, I was like, give me a reason, honestly. I'd be happy to slap the fucking shit out of your old lady ass.
Hit you with my belt buckle and your ceramic face smash open to reveal a...
Oh, I loved that.
That was great. That was great.
Loved. Okay, so the dolls, when they come to life, I was like, okay. It was a little claymation-y ridiculous. They were doing some shit. They were doing some shit.
Yeah, the first kill is a little like, okay.
Right. Yeah, when they like, it's the POV of her getting smacked into the wall. I was like, okay, this is not. I was like, well, are we not going to see anything? So I was like,
yeah, right.
But then, once.
I wasn't thinking of that one. I was thinking the first time we see the dolls.
Well, is it Rosemary?
I think so.
That gets.
No.
Who is it?
I can't remember.
Anyway, yeah, they're just like going after her, and I was like, "This is great! Like, this is crazy." Mm-hmm. But, like, it was also like, okay, these are just attack dolls. Wonderful.
Yeah.
But then when is it Rosemary's the
stepmom? The Cruella.
No, sorry. The what's
Isabel?
Isabel.
Or Isabella?
Is she the one the green top?
No, that's Enid.
Enid. Okay. When Enid is looking for Isabel and she finds her in the attic and she's slowly turning into a doll, that shit was crazy.
Yes. That was great.
I was like, this is actually quite creepy. Then one of the, like, when she sets the one on fire, I was like, damn.
And she was a fairy.
And she's like, she is mostly defending herself. So I will say them attacking Enid feels a little bit, that one was a little bit uncalled
even though it's a
for.
great kill.
Great sequence.
Yeah.
Great sequence. But she's like, she's not having it. She's like, fuck all you. And she's like, just absolutely like fucking, she takes her fucking belt off and is just like, come at me, you little fucking dolls. And she's beating the shit out of them. And I was like, we love Enid. Enid's a great character. Up until now, I was like, I don't care. As soon as this shit happened, I was like, yes, bitch. Absolutely. She like full on bashes one in the face with her belt buckle and its face cracks. And underneath, I was like, what? It's like, at first I got a little scared because I was like, oh no, are these supposed to be aliens? Yeah. And then it was just like creepy, like melty, like some of it was like skeletal. Some of it was just like old skin. It was so gross.
And the air bladders.
Yes, and they just started being like, like, like losing. It was so gross, melting, and like all this shit. And I was like, what? And she's just like hitting the fuck out of all these fucking things, taking their. And I was like, love it. It was probably my favorite sequence in the whole movie. Yeah. I was like, oh my God. And then her like, I I was a little bit confused because they die.
I just realized how small are those bullets.
I know. That's the thing where I was like, that's why I was like, what the fuck? Because they're literally could not even be the size of a fucking BB.
No.
These guns are so tiny. They're probably the size of like, they're not even as big as those little tiny metal balls in the fucking bottom of your nail polish bottle. Like, they're so fucking tiny. They blow her fucking torso out. It's fucking hilarious.
Just like barely visible ball bearings.
Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's short. I feel like it's very low stakes.
Yeah.
Don't go in expecting much, and you'll be
Yeah.
fine. I mean, it's really about the doll effects and
Right. Yeah.
not much. I was stunned to learn that Stuart Gordon apparently had a theater company that included the guy who played the dad, who was you couldn't convince me that person had ever done acting before.
I could believe that a white man like that did stage acting and was thought to be good in the 80s.
Yeah, all right.
A couple things that were confusing to me was the fact that they killed these people, but they were alive as dolls, and I
Yeah.
didn't quite understand what that meant.
Magic.
And then they, like, would just shrink down and become dolls. Also, I was like, and was okay. The logic of this movie is very unsettling. It didn't make a lot of sense in the, like, I think if you have any critical thinking skills, you're going to be like, wait, I'm curious.
Yeah,
Shut
exactly.
those off. Shut that off, because they're not going to find any answers. And then, there was one more thing that I don't remember. Oh, there was one more thing that I was like confused about. Maybe it was just like, I didn't really understand the whole, they're dead, but they're dolls, but they're not dead. They're dolls. Okay. But I think it's like especially if you like a schlocky, ridiculous premise and you're looking for something that has like interesting, we're not going to say good, we're not going to say impressive, but
No.
interesting
Right.
special effects. This is definitely going to be one for you. Like, if you're not like, I need something if you want something really gory and graphic, not for you. If you want something that doesn't have kids in it, not for you. If you want something with that one actor that was on every single television show once, maybe twice in the 80s/90s. I don't remember what I started saying. So, yeah. The guy that played Ralph, he is in, the episode of TNG with the girl that like is basically like trying to like be Riker's submissive, and she's like, I'll cook for you and do everything for you, and then she ends up touching people's cheek and they die, and he's like,
Oh, yes.
he's like, yeah, I don't really like submissive women. And she's like, well, I could be more submissive. Would you like that? And he's like, this is weird for me. And she was like, what if I acted even more submissive? And she was also in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies also. Or two of them, I think. Like 3 and 4 or something like that. Anyway. He was in that episode of Star Trek. He was also in another episode of TNG, but he was wearing makeup, so you probably wouldn't recognize him, but he was not. He might have been wearing a little bit of, like, dupes, but, like, nothing crazy.
Was he one of the people on the surface then?
Yeah, he was one of the people on the surface that was, like, I think he's one of the people that she kills. Maybe not.
Well, she kills the old guy.
She kills the old guy. Well, she kills a couple people.
I love that one.
What, that episode?
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Well, I love that premise that it's like this generations old beef, and that she's like an assassin.
Yeah.
The dolls in the film have various origins explaining their ability to come to life. Mr. Punch and the toy soldiers are controlled by the witchcraft magic of Gabriel and Hillary.
Okay.
Some of the dolls used to be immoral humans and were transformed into dolls to pay for their crimes in life.
Okay.
Which explains why some of them have organic skeletal underneath the porcelain.
Okay.
And some of them are also fairies, which explains why their bodies burn and smoke after being whipped by Enid's metal belt, as fairies have an averse reaction to metal and iron in folklore. Pretty straightforward.
Okay. Fair.
Sorry, it's not Egyptian magic. He wanted a mosquito, but he got me instead.